Hello and welcome back to the Africanadian Resource Centre. My name is Kizito Musabimana and I am the Executive Director and the founder of the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre, which is a non-for-profit organization that it is designed to help provide learning, healing and rebuilding based on the challenges and traumas individuals have suffered throughout their life. I started this organization about 3 years ago, and since then we've had many milestones, and today one of the milestones that we are actually working through is the Africanadian Resource Centre, which is a program that we're bringing to you every night at 6 o'clock. We apologize today we started a bit late, but this is our goal. Our goal is to have this program every day, talk to people on the street, have some interviews, have some different programs that are helping us to learn about who we are, learn about the community, but also learn about what are the resources, the information, and also how are the people coping during COVID-19. This is one of the mission for us, and is the reason why we've been given this chance to actually provide this kind of level of understanding, specifically during COVID-19. How are the people doing in the community? What do we need? What is missing? What is available? What can we provide to other communities? Those are the things we're looking at throughout the day. Every day we go out on the scene, but also just understanding throughout the community, whether it's on the web or by surfing the internet and things like that, trying to see what are the things we can do better, how can we cope with this challenge of COVID-19. So today we're going to bring you a community that is actually close to where I am right now at our office. And that is the community that is near the Kensington Market. We're going to show you what it is, what it's like over there. But before we do that, I would like to reintroduce you to our organization, the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre, allow you to meet members of the organization, the leaders in the organization, the board of directors, but also to remind you, what is the mission? What is the mission for the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre? Why are we here? What is our purpose? Because I think sometimes we focus so much on the current project, which is telling stories and advocating for communities through this Africanadian Resource Centre. But we want also to remind people, what is our organization about? Why were we started? Who are the people behind the organization? But also, if you need to reach us, where can you find us? So without further ado, please, I'll take you to the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre. If a soldier can experience PTSD from a battlefield, if a child who lives traumatic events gets to relive it in adulthood, then can a person with trauma cause PTSD for generations later? My name is Kizito Musabimana, and I am the founder of the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre, a non-for-profit organization established in 2018 with a mission to help heal individual and community trauma. When you think of past trauma, PTSD can be a much broader challenge than we would like to admit. Take my Rwandan community, for example. A recent study by Rwanda Biomedical Center estimated the prevalence of trauma to be at 3.6% among the general population. But among genocide survivors, trauma was estimated at 27.9%, of which 18% was under the age of 35, which means many of these young people were not yet born at the time of the genocide. According to Dr. Iyamuremye, intergenerational or transgeneration trauma is a transference of emotion, physical, and social pain from one person to their descendants. Now imagine all of our ancestors who have lived through many different traumas, but never yet had a chance to learn or heal from it. Can these challenges have caused our generation's trauma? If this is true, which we believe it to be, then imagine how selfish it would be for us, with all the information we have, for our generation not to learn about our past records, to understand the challenges we face, so to heal any mental, physical, or spiritual wounds that our body might have carried from this life or past trauma.
Living in Canada for 20 years as a Rwandan Canadian, I see the challenges and the struggles we have as a Rwandan community.
Processing what has happened in the migration process, processing what happened before you immigrated, and then also at the same time deal with issues around transitioning in Canada.
children also absorb from their parents, and the emotional touch goes right from the parents to the children. And we know for a fact that those children will still be affected in many ways because of what their parents go through.
But I think the healing center coming to help the people who have struggled with post-traumatic disorders, the genocide, war, and other catastrophes as well. It gives that opportunity for people to talk about everything.
Is there anybody listening anyway? That's the question. And when you talk to most of them, they don't believe that there is anyone that would be there to listen to their stories and make sense of what they went through. We hope that this center will be a center where the survivors will have the opportunity to share and confide in each other, but also access professional help.
Sharing stories to help the healing process is absolutely crucial. I'm really, really positive and excited that the Canadian government, and particularly the Department of Canadian Heritage, has supported the mission of the Rwandan Canadian Healing Centre. And this really shows the commitment and the importance of the work that we're doing.
We are communal people, and we've lived communal lives for a really long time. So we need to practice this communal culture of, I care about you and I see you, and let me reach out and help you so that we can grow together, so that we can transition to being better and prospering together. It takes a village.
All right, so as we continue on this battle of coronavirus, as one of our follower, a kind follower mentioned, this is something we must continue to do. Obviously, we, as everywhere we go, if you are at work, if you go to school, everywhere you are, everybody's telling us one thing: we have to continually wash our hands, continually, wear our mask and staying safe. This is one of the things that all of us are encouraging each other. But also to remember that this is a war. One which, of course, we must win. Question is when, and we hope to do so soon. In the meantime, I would like to let you know what's going on as far as the news here in Canada. Of course, this is the main things that we try to look at, is the main things that we feel like people need to know about our community, or at least within our community. And so today they say that now that Canada's emergency response benefit, the SAB, has rounded down, people who are still jobless are eligible for other federal financial support to help get them through the next phase of this pandemic. They say that most people who are collecting SAB will be automatically transitioned into EI, which will provide a taxable benefit of at least $500 a week or $300 weekly for extended parental benefits. EI claims are eligible for at least 26 weeks more, and this means that people who are switching from EI to SAB will be eligible for their first payments as of October 11. And that's obviously some positive news, and something we appreciate here in Canada. Being able to have this level of support from the federal government has allowed a lot of people who otherwise would not be able to survive during this time to actually have something to be able to lean on. So this program, whether it's SAB and now being passed through to EI, will definitely help a lot of people. And so if you need help, if you're going through a tough time, you know what to do. The website is Service Canada, I believe. We can obviously make sure that there is a specific link, but mostly Service Canada or My Service Canada will allow you to get the programs. I'm sure most of you have already been through this, but we're just letting you know that there is good news for those people, that you can actually continue to be on these programs until the economy gets better, until you can find a job. And so, yeah, good stuff here in Canada. At least for us, this is something we really, truly appreciate. The other news is that Ontario is reporting 625 new cases of COVID-19 today. This is definitely a little bit better than what we had, I believe yesterday or the day before yesterday. They say that nearly half of these numbers are here in Toronto. So for those of us here in Toronto, I mean, this is scary, because if you're thinking 300 cases a day, that means, I mean, Toronto is a huge city, but still we have to be careful, because even one person can be a dangerous thing. Having about 300 people obviously is more of a challenge for many. But we hope to go through this. As we say, it is a war, and we're coming out on top, and the question is when. We were going now to take you to the scene where we were earlier, talking to people in the Kensington Market. And what we were trying to do there, as you're going to see, is really trying to find any representation of our community, the African Canadian community. And so we want you to listen and take a look, and I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Take it away.
I've been trying to do my very doing. I've been looking for what's in the frame. You're the only one I've been expecting. But you're again the one who ruined my plans for what we've been doing.
All right. So we are in Kensington Market. As you know, Toronto is a multicultural city, and this place here, Kensington Market, is the center of that experience, because there's so many different businesses here that you find, and then there's of course events that take place. So what we are looking to do today is look for an African representation among this mix of different communities. Do we have any African representation? So that's what we're about to check out. We'll see you right there. Hello, excuse me.
Hey,
How are you?
good, how are you?
Where are you from?
Very good. I'm from Gambia.
From Gambia. Can I talk to you for a second?
For what?
So we're doing a coverage with the, we're trying to cover African communities in the area. And I just wanted to ask you a question or two. Yes, sir.
I've been trying to do my very doing. I've been looking for what's in the frame. You're the only one I've been expecting. But you're again the one who...
All right, so far I'm looking around. I haven't seen any African representation, but we're gonna keep looking. I'm actually looking also to see maybe there's some of the black community representation. Usually I know I've been here a couple of times, I've seen a couple of those, but today I'm just trying to find specifically anything that is continental. So let's see if we can find anything that represents our community. All right, so for my poetry brothers and sisters, if you come here at Kensington Market, it's mostly during the week, of course, summertime. If you come here, check out this place. There is a lot of activities that take place here, and I've been here a couple of times. Like, it's, you know, if you come here during the week, on weekends, trust me, you won't regret it. This is one of the spots that when you come to Toronto, you want to check out, because there is so many artists that are born here, that craft or at least grow their craft here. So yeah, just letting you know, come check out this spot. But anyways, we continue our search for the African community representation here, and we hope to find one. All right, see ya.
First name, Wulde Ben Amashik.
What's up? Tell us, you're telling us about the setup. What is this?
Okay, so this, what I have here is originated in the, as we know, the Eastern Peninsula.
Okay.
Some say Africa, some say Akuba.
Ah, there you go. You know the name.
Akuba or simply Kush,
There you go.
Kamet,
Yeah.
or the Gyandi.
Nubia.
The Gyandi.
Oh, there you
When
go.
we say Gyandi, we're speaking about the old Indus Valley,
Okay.
where we know civilization started. So as we know,
Yeah.
Kensington Market over the years have been a place where people from all walks of life who lives here in Canada, let's say, could come and enjoy their culture.
Yes.
Every single culture
Yeah.
is here.
All right. So I just want you to show me like some of these things I don't know. Like maybe like what are the most
Important.
important things for you? Yeah. What are we looking at? Oh, they got stones as well. This is amazing. The ankh, my brother, the ankh.
We need the ankhs made from metal like this. We need that from Africa. We need you brothers to bring it for us. This is another Rastafarian brother within the community.
Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting.
Introduce yourself, Aya.
It's okay. Just
Introduce.
We need you because you have the mic. But yeah,
It's okay, respect.
Go ahead. Let us know who you are.
Oh, Sun Gold, born and raised in Toronto, Canada.
All right.
Jamaican descent.
This is a book that we recommend to the whole entire world. This book,
What is it called? What book is that?
Book of Stones. This is a pocket book of stones.